We went 5 years into the future to start ourselves a Youth to Gold versus my dad, using two newly promoted teams in Saint Etienne and Auxerre. However, it's been 4 seasons and the rise of one of our teams has been spectacular, as somehow after 2 Coupe de France wins, my Saint Etienne side has won the league on goal difference. But this challenge won't end until one of us wins the UEFA Champions League, and with the points being at 19-2, I might have a big advantage now, but that can all change in a couple of bad seasons for me if Dad's Auxerre kicks into gear. Especially with rumours circling of a takeover for the club as well. As always though, money was being spent, new talent is joining our clubs, and it's another win against PSG at the start of the league campaign. Whereas Dad's side started the season a little bit slower and didn't even get a win until their 4th match, where striker Beltran finally woke up, scoring a hat-trick against the other Parisian team in the league. Right, comeback time, Dad.
Yes, I need to do something.
Need some points,
yeah.
Or else this is going to get too far to catch up.
Yeah.
Well, it's Youth to Gold. It can go on for a long time until one of us wins the Champions League anyway. CSOC has gone out for 250k, and you've also made £3.1 million with different players going out this season as well. That won't quite make your side. However, new guys have come in. You mentioned at the end of last season, goals was the big factor.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've got to get new striker in. Got to score some goals. I'm not doing anything at the moment.
Well, there's 2 right here.
Yes.
Jan Baptiste is not one of them. He's a left back from Brest. French player though. Gone back out on loan to Angers. Fairly professional personality. Looks quite good as well as a left back. Then we've got Brian Beltran from Junior FC, £1.5 million.
Yeah, this is one of my first strikers I've got in. So hopefully, I mean, he does look good. So whether he's going to be the main striker, I'm not sure at the moment, but he knows where the back of the net is.
He's got 3 already in 4 games. Resolute personality, however, Colombian, and remember that because the next one is Chilean.
Yeah.
Now he looks quite good. George Silva, good striker as well.
That was the problem I was getting, was all the strikers that were half decent at that age as well, or just not the right nationality. Well, I'm struggling really. That's why you see there's a couple of the French guys that I was trying to get in as well to try and help me out. Yeah.
Then we got Antonio Gentile from Nacional, who's Italian, so he's all right. Even though he came from a Uruguayan club, he is actually Italian. But he's been loaned back to get some first-team football.
Yeah, I mean, you look at that, you don't think from midfield, I think he needs to be a little bit stronger and a little bit better than that, but good for the future.
I was surprised. I thought you would have kept him. I think he's good enough to potentially make your squad.
I've got a couple of really good midfielders though, haven't I?
Yeah. Klaus Larsen was the final signing you made. Now, this guy's been coming off the bench for you on the right-hand side. We know you've got
I've got a really good
right midfielder.
Yeah, so this guy's just the support, really, that I need if I get any injuries there in that position, really. So, because going forward is more important for me today. I've got to have the players to do it.
Yeah. Well, you've changed formation.
Yeah.
You've gone with a 2-striker formation now. Gentile would actually go in your first 11.
Yeah, he would have done, yeah.
So, but yeah, Beltran and Bolson up front.
Yeah, that's
so you've got a target forward and a centre forward, 2 wingers, your standard back 4.
Ideal sort of formation. I think get the 2 wingers supplying the ball in for the target forward.
Yeah,
to knock it down for Bolson to score. Hopefully, that's what my plan is.
All right. Well, fixture schedule.
It ain't working at the moment. No. Well, I say I'm scoring goals. I'm not really scoring that many goals neither. I've got 2, 3. So not enough goals at the moment, but
6 goals in 4 games.
Yeah, it's not enough. Really,
loss to Lyon is the bad result there, but a positive, a win against Paris FC. Beltran got 3.
Yeah, that's good news. That's him up and going properly now. So his confidence is sky high now. So hopefully I'll go from here. Really.
Yeah.
A bit disappointed with the 2 draws to start the season off, but yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah, you've got Europa League football.
Yeah,
though.
I'm going to concentrate on this, I think.
I targeted it last season and failed.
Yeah.
Only because of a really good sporting side.
That's the thing. We need a bit of luck.
Yeah.
That the teams that were in your group are not going to be in my group. So I'm hoping that the likes of Man City and all that are not in it. But I've already seen Villa. It's going to be an hard one.
Yeah.
Benfica there.
Villa and Benfica.
We know Benfica with the Europe.
Inter is the big one. Yeah. And City is in there.
Oh, I say, done then, haven't I?
City is in there.
Galatasaray's there as well. Feyenoord there.
Still on a slot.
Yeah.
However, Erling Haaland is still there.
Yeah.
But he is 35 now.
It don't make any difference.
So he's getting a little bit slower.
His natural fitness is 19 still, isn't it?
They have got this guy up front instead, who's worth £254 million. Enzo Villalba.
Oh, dear. Well, what chance have I got then?
And do you know what makes it worse, Dad? Is we could have signed him just 3 years ago in Youth to Gold, but
Yeah, he went to Tottenham for £41 million. And then as great Tottenham players do, they realise, what the hell am I doing here? And he went to Man City instead.
The worst thing about it is I don't think I've even spent 41 million yet, no. So I would have never bought him, would I?
Villalba looks very good indeed. Yeah. That could be a tricky competition for you to win, unfortunately. I think you might struggle there.
Yeah, I'm going to have to concentrate on the league and getting in that top 5, I think, really. That's going to be my main sort of thing.
All right, well, let's have a look then. I've made a couple of good signings, I think, and we've sold a good amount of money as well, bringing in money into the club. Now, Ruaba went out last season, of course. Amard has gone out this year, £19 million. Poor Amard. So I've had him for a while, but he's 27 now, centre midfield. I was thinking he's good, but all he's going to do is hamper my progress and development of my current centre mids and my new centre midfielder, which Claudio Escudero is that guy. So I eyed him up last year, but he was only 17 and couldn't leave the country and didn't want to leave. This year he did. He's got a perfectionist personality. At 18 he looks absolutely exceptional with a 5-star potential. Lacks a little bit of physicals right now, but I'm hoping that will grow in the future. Right now, he's just good on the ball, and that's what we need him for. We've also got Haroun Mohamed from Angers, so he is French, and he plays on the left. Quite a good little player, to be honest, spirited. Bit of a gamble, but it only cost me £1 million. I'm not expecting too much, to be honest. Gamble, he's actually in my second team, so it ain't as serious as what maybe it makes out players like Dejan Harris is. £19.5 million. English 18-year-old striker. Obviously now going 2 up front, we need other options. He is coming off the bench despite playing for our second team. He is coming off the bench for our first team, and you can see why. He's a decent player, to be honest. If we need a striker, left winger, CDM or right back.
Yeah.
Which makes zero sense why he's got all of them. Very professional personality, though. £5 million for Oscar. So another left midfielder. This one is in the first team and coming off the bench for Enrique. Then we got Michael Eck from Dinamo Zagreb, £10 million. Here's another centre midfielder for us. Good option for us there. Light-hearted personality. I don't know whether we'll play him as much, to be honest. He is back out on loan, though, to Rapid Vienna. So for now, he's getting a bit of development there. And Jacob Terkelsen from Copenhagen. Another Danish player.
Yep.
Good in goal. So looks like a good backup goalkeeper. Obviously, we only signed our former goalkeeper last year. So this one will be a good backup. He's in the seconds right now, getting some vital game time. We're keeping the same tactic, as so we should.
You'd be silly not to, wouldn't you?
Winning the league last year. Escudero's going to be playing in this left attacking midfield slot. And of course, locking our goalkeeper in, Kevin, for this upcoming campaign, because if we pick the rest of the positions, we've got our back line all sort of set. Moreleni is on that right hand side. Mora actually goes in next to Escudero, which I'm happy with. He looks quite good. Enrique Durand and Padalino instead of Bosniak, which is an interesting one, but I'm not locking anyone in. We signed him a couple of years ago. Not really sort of lit up anything, to be honest, season by season. He's barely done anything, really, but all right, okay, he's played 3 games so far. Durand is kind of our main star right now in the starting 11. He's got 2 goals and 3 appearances already. As league leaders, we have dropped some... Well, we haven't dropped points, to be fair. Everybody else just played a game more than us, so we've dropped down in the league. We've actually started exceptionally well.
Yeah.
Including another win to that PSG
You've
side.
done them again, yeah.
Another
1-0 win against them.
Monaco and nice little 2-1 win against them. They were 1-0 up, got a player sent off. We capitalised, which is great to see. And a 3-1 win against Toulouse and the back end getting 2 in the second half to seal it off. Sporting is coming back to haunt us. We've got to play them again in the Champions League. They knocked us out Europa League last year and won it. Olympiacos is in there. Ajax, Bayern Munich, Dortmund, Karabag, RB Leipzig and Chelsea to end things off. So
an easy group.
Yeah, welcome to the Champions League, Luke. We'll see how we do with that. Of course, PSG's in it as well, so at least we know there's one team and then we can beat.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
But there
Good
we go.
result, that.
All right, how will we fare in Europe? Can Dad start catching up? Let's find out. Season number 5.
We ended September with a match against each other, and for Dad, it was another humbling defeat as my San Etienne side started early within 9 minutes and doubled the advantage from the spot. Bolson did bring a goal back for Dad, but it was very late in the 90th minute. It was the same scenario as always for Dad's Auxerre, it seemed, for the league matches. He would smash teams like Strasbourg 6-1 or Nice 5-1, but then lose to Nantes in the following match 3-1. He was also out of the Coupe de France at the earlier stage because of a 3-0 loss to Lille in the 9th round. For my Saint Etienne side, we were once again battling in a title race with PSG, but also Lille, who was the surprise package this season, causing us a lot of trouble. As always, Bosniak was on top form, but Morellini's contributions from right midfield were incredible. However, we were susceptible to shock defeats ourselves as we lost to Paris FC, Reims and Toulouse in the first half of the league campaign. And those 3 losses kept the title race close, with Lille just behind us by 2 points and PSG by 4, while Dad creeps into the top 6 on goal difference. Dad and I were soon in the dugouts next to each other again as our sides clashed in what turned out to be a 3-0 win for Saint Etienne, with Escudero scoring 2 goals from centre midfield. He also got himself sent off in the Coupe de France match against Lyon, which went to a penalty shootout after a 0-0 finish, and we were abruptly eliminated following 3 penalty misses from 12 yards. With PSG as our final game of the season though, we were doing well, keeping them just far away for now, with 6 games remaining before that fixture to strike. The rest of Dad's league campaign picked up from March through to the end of the season, with only 2 losses to Marseille and PSG, with players like Beltran and Bolson both ending the campaign on form with 15 and 14 league goals. As for me, April started off with a 2-0 loss to Lille, but the threat of potentially losing the title must have been the reason for our form following this match, as the next 5 before the PSG game were all glowing performances, meaning the PSG 0-0 draw at the end of the season didn't actually matter, as we were crowned champions and lifted the back-to-back league titles, and Dad still finishing 6th despite his great end. Dad's Auxerre side was also, of course, in the Europa League this season and enjoyed a good league phase 8 matches, winning 5 and qualifying in the top 8 to avoid the knockout playoffs. It was a familiar opponent in the round of 16 as he faced Monaco, and after a 2-1 first leg away win, Dad's side held their ground at home to defeat Monaco by the same result to progress through to the quarterfinals. The Danish side Nordsjælland came next, and a tight home tie first again only ended 2-1, leaving the tie in the balance as he travelled to Denmark a week later, which started horrifically as Dad's side fell 2-0 down within 13 minutes, and as it would stand would be exiting the competition. But 12 minutes of madness in the second half came, as first Gomez scored to even the aggregate score up, followed by Rubelard to make it 2-2 on the night, and 4-3 on aggregate for Dad to progress. The hardest matchup followed as Dad then welcomed Portuguese side Benfica to France in the first leg. And this time they made sure of the home advantage as Dad's side scored 4 goals in 17 minutes, taking a ruthless 4-1 advantage to Portugal, where a simple 1-1 got the job done, and he was in the final against Inter Milan, which of course would be a huge step in the right direction for Dad's Auxerre side, a massive major trophy for the club to build upon next year in the UEFA Champions League. And things started perfectly for Dad, as within 11 minutes in the first half, Macho was played through and scored. It wasn't long after that there was another huge opportunity down the right, and Bolson scored a second to make it 2-0. Then followed 2 goals either side of half-time for Beltran, who was spectacular on the night, as was Auxerre, as they completely shot Kivu's Inter Milan, who did pull one back on the hour mark. But Bolson got a second on his own, and with Esposito's late second for Inter, the match finished 5-2 to Auxerre. A massive win for Dad and Auxerre, and a very unexpected one given the opponents he faced in the final as well, but a dominant victory and a major trophy won. However, Dad wasn't the only one playing in Europe this season. I myself enjoyed a top 8 finish in the Champions League phase, avoiding the knockout playoffs, with a trip to Germany and Frankfurt in the round of 16, and in the first leg, a 1-1 draw led to a rampant 4-1 win in the second leg at home as 4 different scorers put us through to the quarters. Where in the first leg, we defeated Italian side Roma 3-0 thanks to an Escudero brace within 25 minutes, and Bosniak's 73rd minute 3rd goal. We lost 1-0 in Italy, but we still progressed to face Arsenal in the semi-final. And this is where things got spicy, because we took the lead in London on the 39th minute, but Gutierrez received a second yellow card for an outrageous tackle on the stroke of half-time. That didn't stop us from scoring 2 more goals though, and we finished 3-1 winners in the first leg. And a Declan Rice own goal from a corner and a second 8 minutes later, which was a banger from the edge of the area, sealed our win and a trip to the Champions League final to face Liverpool. The stage was set and we all had our big hitters available against a very tough Liverpool side who had knocked out Barcelona in the quarter-finals on penalties and defeated Newcastle through the same method in the semi-final. So we know that we have to avoid a shootout from happening if we want to win. And after early pressure, a few chances missed, we finally got a breakaway as Bosniak, staying in his own half to be onside, carried the ball forward and slotted in the first to take the lead. Liverpool, after half-time, played through Azoni, their star striker, who delicately chipped the goalkeeper to equalise. But again, chance after chance came, and it was down to one opportunity taken as Durand found Morellini, who scored the second San Etienne goal. Liverpool had no response and we saw the game out to completion, winning 2-1, and somehow within 5 seasons of taking over this newly promoted French side, we have won the UEFA Champions League, only signing teenagers and not using players in their 30s, without really having a star player either.
That's slightly unexpected.
Well, that tactic, definitely.
Champions League win.
I couldn't believe you won the league last year. Now you've gone and done that. Well, the double.
The double. Xabi Alonso's Liverpool in the final.
Would you have thought that tactic would have won that? I didn't.
No, definitely not. Experimental, but I guess if anybody wants the tactic, I'll put it up on Patreon or the YouTube channel members. So thank you very much for everybody who supports on there. You can have a blast the tactic yourself because clearly it's got something going for it.
It works, yeah.
It is a fairly good tactic, as you can see. I mean, no really special things about it. It's just 2 channel forwards. A 4 at the back. Okay. Won the league.
Won the league, yeah.
At a canter this year as well. Yeah. Lille dropped off. Dropped into second. PSG dropped off massively.
Really bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you think they only lost 7 games, which is what you lost
last
season.
year. Yeah. I lost 5 this time. Dad, not a bad season from you though, which is such a shame.
Yeah.
Because the comeback was starting.
It was starting, wasn't it?
A huge win in the Europa League final.
It was a huge win. I'd give them a right tanking, didn't I, really? I'm really pleased with that. Finishing 6th in the league, I think that's progress. I was getting points to get close to you now, but yeah, that tactic done me really, didn't it?
Yeah,
they got my favourite player up front as well. So, yeah. Oh, that's a hell of a win for me. Hell of a trophy to win as well. So, I was pleased with that.
Would have been 7 points.
Yeah, I mean, looking at that coming 6th and winning that, I would have thought, yes, I'm in with a shout now.
Yeah.
The comeback is on.
Because you had a good run. You knocked out Monaco in the round of 16, the quarterfinals, Norgeland, so that was a fairly easy one. But semi-final, Benfica. Yeah. So it was a nice run into the Europa League. And then you see Inter Milan, you think, oh, here we go.
Yeah, I did, really.
Let's test. Tank them, 5-2.
5-2, hell of a result, yeah.
So, there you go.
I'm chuffed a bit, but really disappointed.
Yeah.
I felt like I'm getting someone now. Change of tactics. It's worked for me. So, yeah, disappointing really, but well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
We have never seen a youth to gold end that quick.
No,
look how good Brian Beltran is now.
Very good.
One season later, and he is one of the best strikers, I think, in the league.
Definitely, yeah.
So you had picked up an absolute beauty of a player too. It could have been lights out in a couple of seasons' time, which makes it very interesting.
It would have got really interesting, yeah. So both of them scored 18 goals. It goes to show I was going the right way.
Yeah.
The next one with 14 goals, then 11 goals. What was it, 2 seasons ago? I didn't have one player in double figures.
Yeah.
So, yeah, getting close, but too late.
Yeah, too little, too late, unfortunately. That's another reason to take on the Save Game File, see what you can do with Dad's team, or even just experiment and go a few years into the future and see what happens. This is the Champions League winning team, apparently. Branimir Bosniak, from day one I signed him, was a very good player. Got 25 goals, 11 assists this year. Malik Durand, 12 and 15, came through the youth academy. Escudero, what a signing. 18 years of age, not a bad player, 19 now. Very good, got 12 goals. Morellini, though, was the game changer for us.
Yeah.
Allowing us to change our formation. Absolutely exceptional stuff from him. Yeah, really good. Even Enrique, who I was a little bit dubious when we signed him. He had a mercenary personality. He's changed now to a fairly determined one. Really good. He's been solid for us.
Yeah, very good.
And putting in good numbers every single season. 17 assists this year alone. So
I would say you haven't got a star player. You've got a good squad.
Yeah, just working hard squad.
Yeah, very good squad. You know, the good players in in every area, really.
Yeah, I agree. Like this tactic is obviously performed just stupidly well. So anybody who wants it, it'll be on page.com/MegaLukeGaming or the YouTube channel members. I'll put the save game file on there so you can just literally save this tactic to whatever you want it to be and enjoy it for yourself. But let's have a look at that final points tally before we end things off. Season 5 points tally is a Mega Luke with 27, Dad with 7, meaning the total points. And the final points is a Mega Luke with 46 and a Mega Dad with 9. There we go, Youth to Go, which ended in 5 seasons.
Who would have thought it? I
Yeah,
didn't.
never happened before.
No, well done.
Normally we go to like season 13, 14 and
Yeah.
we're like, we have to put a time limit on it because it's taken too long. But yeah, we've just done exceptionally well there.
Come up with a funny tactic like that and it works for you.
There we
done.
go.
Yeah.
Let us know
Spank
what
me.
you want to see next. Of course, thank you very much for supporting. Make sure you subscribe so you do not miss it. On screen right now, me and Dad took over 2 newly promoted teams in the Premier League to see what we could do with them in the next 5 years.